Because akin, imagine live events eh. Ano yun? Zero. Kasi canceled lahat ng mga live events. So I was more focused on that, on how I will pivot.
50?
So,
Grabe ka magpa 13th month.
grabe.
Medyo malungkot ka ngayon, no? Sa interview.
Oo nga eh.
Sakit.
Umalis ako ng Jollibee. Kasi di ko alam kung babangon pa talaga si Jollibee out of this. I felt na restaurants, malabo na to unless mag-cloud kitchen setup to mga to. At talaga di focus on delivery and digital. I doubt they will survive.
Got it.
And as long as Filipinos are getting more money, as long as digital is becoming a bigger and bigger thing every year, as long as more Filipinos get into e-commerce, as long as more companies get into online, the businesses are good. So parang the politics doesn't really matter, to be honest.
May mga iba sa mga minention mo na wala na masyadong appreciation. It's really purely for fun. Like yung mga Funko Pops, Bear Bricks, I think meron din parang naging stagnant yung kanyang appreciation. Sometimes kasi supply and demand rin eh.
May 15 million pesos kayo. Yun lang yung pera nyo. Cash. Wala kayong utang, may bahay na kayo, pero wala na kayo ibang sources of income. Wala na pumapasok. What will you do with the money? Where will you put it? No right or wrong answer. I just want to see yung logic and hopefully people will see your flow of thought.
I would ask Carlo and Jason if they want to pool it.
Buy shoes.
To buy shoes.
Pwede yan, pwede. Buy shoes.
But yeah, no, honestly, that's a great idea, by the way. But if I'm going to have my original answer, it's probably going to be do what I'm doing still, which is SEO. This is what I know. I love doing it. And I started with a lot less than 15 million pesos. That's actually a lot of money. So yeah, most probably still be in this industry, which is still a growing industry. And there's still a lot of room for really good suppliers. Ang dami kasing service provider dito na not good or unethical. So, ang dami pa rin. Kaya there's still a lot of room for people who want to play it right and people who want to be really good at it long term.
Pero siguro my question is, magkano doon lalagay mo sa SEO hacker? May lalagay ka ba doon sa cash? Tapos may lalagay ka pa ba doon ba sa investments? How will you segment yung pera? More of that, the segmentation of what you will do with the money.
SEO hacker is not capital intensive. So actually, if I put in 1 million, it can get going already. And then the 14 million, I would ask Carlo and Jason. So definitely invest it somewhere, or take some for emergency fund, safety net. That's it, and then invest the rest. So
Got it. So 1 million SEO hacker or business, then todo investments yung iba, then a smaller portion for emergency fund. Okay, yeah. Carlo.
Shoes, lahat 100% shoes.
Sabi na pupul ko na
100%.
Talaga? I'm interested to know bakit all in?
Mabilis yung sales cycle eh. So, parang mabilis siya palakihin. So, parang you give me 15 million, I'll buy shoes. As in talagang 100% shoes. Tapos I'll either sell locally or I'll sell to the US, but I know I can liquidate whatever I buy fast. So there are resellers already in different countries who want to buy from the Philippines as long as you get stuck. You get the shoes. So parang there's so much demand and you just have to get the shoes. So bili lang na bili, benta lang na benta, tapos cycle lang.
Got it. Before I go to Jason, quick lang doon. No, wala nang cash talaga, nothing as a buffer, todo lahat inventory.
Kasi mabilis eh. Parang ano na yan eh, kumbaga it will move. So I don't think it will, kasi I know of resellers who buy more than 15 million worth of shoes every month. So maliit pa yung 15 million pagdating sa shoes.
Well, kung di-divide mo, no? Siyempre, nandiyan yung emergency fund. Sabihin na lang natin 10%. 1 to 1.5. We've seen na itong pandemic, yung 3 to 6 months na emergency fund would not be enough. So sabihin natin 1 million would be emergency fund. Tapos most probably I will use the other 50% to buy a property. Sabihin natin mga 8 to 10 million, bibili ako ng property na merong 5 pinto at least. So sabihin natin nasa around 8 to 10,000 yun per pinto. So that's for computation sake, 10,000 times times 5 is 50,000. So that's residual. And then the rest I will put it back into the business.
Got it. Thank you for that. By the way, gusto ko rin sagutin yung sarili kong tanong. Kung ako yan, 15 million, I'll look for something that will get me a 10% yield, something na dividend yielding, na cash flow. So I get 1.5 million already. So that's 100,000 a month already. Now, at least pwede ko na gamitin. Decent living ngayon sa Philippines, getting more than 100,000 a month already. Here, bayad naman yung bahay ko, wala akong utang. Tapos, since I have passive income, I have extra time, I can use that extra time already to find other ways that I can earn using services, most likely. Pero at least covered na yung overhead ko. So, yun lang. Anyways.
Parang yun na yung buhay mo ngayon.
So, teka lang.
Oo nga eh. That's you right now.
Teka lang. Last question. All of you have businesses, all of you are investing, and all of you are doing other things aside from the stock market. And the reason why I ask this is because majority of the people who are watching this, meron din silang ibang ginagawa, hindi naman talaga sila full-time traders. Nung bumagsak yung market nung March, meron kayong UITF, meron kayong mutual funds, meron kayong stocks at that time na bumagsak din. What was going through your head? Ano yung iniisip nyo? Ano yung plano nyo gawin? Kinabahan ba kayo?
When I saw my local stocks drop, like I wouldn't make it a real loss. I would keep it a paper loss. That's what I thought. So hindi ko siya kinuha. Iniwan ko lang siya kasi I'm more of an investor than a trader, and so I generate income naman every month from my businesses, and the money that I put in the stock market and other investments, usually money willing to lose talaga siya kasi ang rule ko sa investing sa sarili ko is anything that I am able to sleep well at night. Yun yung rule ko sa sarili ko. Pag hindi na ako makatulog, pag wala ako tong pera na to, hindi ko to invest. So with that, I was able to sleep well at night. I didn't worry about it. Sabi ko, it's paper loss. I'll just keep it there. Anyway, yung mga ininvestan ko naman, the likelihood of them getting back up in the next 5 years at least is quite high naman eh. And then I invested some more actually dun sa local stock din like Carlo. Maybe not as significant as the amount he put in, but whatever I can spare. Kasi sa operations namin, even if it's not 15 million, malaki pa rin yung monthly operations expense. Kasi manpower kami. We have 50 people in SEO Hacker. And that's still a lot to pay.
Ang dami nyo na, bro. 50?
By God's grace. Ang dami. So,
Grabe ka magpa 13th month.
grabe.
Alam, medyo malungkot ka ngayon, no? Sa interview.
Oo nga eh.
Malungkot.
Kakapayad lang ng 13th month.
Yung PhilHealth tsaka din, SSS, magtataas eh. So, bumili sila ng mga PC tsaka laptop. Kaya tinaasan kaming mga business owner. 50 people yung yung tataas yung pag-ibig fee. Because we pay for benefits even probi. We follow the law talaga. Kaya sakit. Pero yun, so I'm going to have to, that's what I did. I kept some. I invested some, but I didn't go all out. I didn't think maximum amount of risk I can do like yung kay Carlo, which is great. But for me, I have to be conservative din kasi yun nga, a lot of people are relying then on how I manage our finances.
Siguro nakikita niyo yung profiles namin tatlo on our risk appetite. So, ako na-excite ako nung bumagsak eh. Parang hindi ako nalungkot eh. Parang wala talaga. As in, zero. Nung bumagsak siya, parang tinitingnan ko. Di ba, puro red dun sa app? Puro red. As in, nag-usap pa tayo nun eh, Marvin. Di ba? Parang puro red. Ako sobrang ako excited. Parang, oh my God! It's red! Parang gano'n. Which means na, parang it's the best time to put in money. Tapos, pinapanood ko pa yung mga videos niya nun eh. Yung mga interview mo with si Rex ba yun, who was giving context na nung nag-crash yung market dati, bumili siya, tas he knew it would go up. Watched videos din nila Warren Buffett and everybody naman pwede ko mapanood din. Talagang sobra ako na-inganyo. So, yeah, parang it wasn't anxiety, it wasn't fear. There was just an overwhelming amount of, dangerous amount of parang confidence na parang, this will all work out! Go!
Got it.
Yung Marvin, ganun din.
By the way, to before I go to Jason, no, yung interesting kasi sa crash ngayon, ang bilis eh. Yung 2008 crash, it was gradual, 9 months, halos yun, 9 months, 10 months, bumabagsak siya, pero not as fast eh. We started 2020, 7,000 yun, tapos nung March nung nag-lockdown, nag-4,000, so ganun kabilis lahat nangyari. So even though you know na magka-crash siya, no one knew the degree of how low it would possibly go eh. So ano talaga yun, when you do something like that na katulad ng mentality ni Carlo, you come in na thinking that things will get better eh, later on. Na maximum risk, maximum upside, pero kung bumaba, tanggap din eh na that's
Oo, tanggap talaga. Kasi parang the mindset there is parang again, just to balance things out, covered naman kami sa emergency fund. Our emergency fund is over a year. So, the money that we had was really meant for investing. Yung problem ko nga is I wasn't investing. It was just sitting in the bank. Diba? I was using it to buy shoes. So instead of buying shoes, yung thinking was, okay, sobrang bagsak. This is once in a lifetime thing. I believe that the companies will bounce back. Lalo na yung companies that I bet on that I knew would thrive despite the situation. So, pumili talaga ako ng mga kumpanya na pandemic or not, lalakas yan. Actually, di nga, in my head, ang meter ko is, will this company, sabihin natin the pandemic is forever. Yun yung ginamit kong way to select. If this pandemic were to last forever, can this company survive? So, yung mga mali ko doon, I pulled out on some companies that I initially thought malabo na talaga. So, just to give you an example, umalis ako ng Jollibee. Kasi hindi ko alam kung babangon pa talaga si Jollibee out of this. I felt na restaurants, malabo na to unless mag-cloud kitchen setup to mga to. At talaga they focus on delivery and digital. I doubt they will survive. Ang nakita kong kumpanyang na ganun, Maxis. So, I put money in Maxis. Kasi si Maxis really transformed their business model. Diba? They created delivery hubs na lahat ng restaurants nila nagluluto in one kitchen. So that's innovation, di ba? And for me, I felt na ito mabubuhay ito. Kaya na ito mabuhay sa pandemic. So pumili ako ng mga kumpanyang ganon. Tapos doon ako naglagay ng sobrang jug. So it wasn't parang ganon. May pagkaganon pa rin, pero may konting level of thinking.
Got it. Jason, yung pinakamayaman sa apat na to sa video. What?
Correct.
Pinaka walang pang-invest. Sa akin I wasn't that concerned, pero siguro parehas kami ni Sean. Ako, I was more concerned on what I was doing because akin, imagine live events eh. So yun, zero. Kasi canceled lahat ng mga live events. So I was more focused on that, on how I will pivot. Investment-wise naman, parehas kami siguro ni Sean. I wasn't concerned yung bumagsak siya. But nag-invest ako ng little by little lang because yun nga, I was thinking of other things that I need to prioritize on.
Got it. Thank you so much for all of your answers. Before I let you guys go, any words of inspiration, encouragement, or anything that will help people move forward?
Well, siguro sa akin, sa mga nanonood, there's always a path forward to thrive. So some people are just thinking kasi na they'll just survive eh. Diba? But there's always a way to surpass even the life that you had pre-COVID especially when it comes to your finances. You just have to adjust and take a look at what are the opportunities. Kasi every time stuff like this happens, parang new opportunities are come to life eh. Diba? And if you're able to take advantage of those, they're exciting. So siguro to the people listening, just keep, alam mo yun, chin up. Always take a look at what's happening around you. Try to figure out what are the opportunities that you can get into. And yeah, fight lang. Push. Push lang ng push. Things will get better. Tapos kung gusto niyo mag-migrate, plano ko New Zealand, pwede tayo maging neighbors. Magtayo tayo ng ng colony ng Pilipinas sa New Zealand, sa Queensland, doon ko iniisip eh. So, kita-kits, New Zealand.
Queensland o Queenstown? Queensland is Australia. Queenstown.
Ay, Queenstown. Sorry, Queenstown.
Got it.
Sa akin, isa lang, buy shoes. Well, it's really a matter of understanding na yun nga, yung success primarily is in your hands. You just have to learn and to see something na yun nga, other people do not see. And there are so many opportunities out there. In fact, more opportunities now with this COVID. So we just have to adjust, adapt, and adapt or die. Accept the new reality and embrace it. And the best is always yet to come.
Yeah, with me, I think, sorry, napaisip tuloy ako kung ang lungkot ko talaga ngayong interview. With me, more of, it's so ironic kasi 2020, a lot of leaders were saying at the beginning na it's the year of vision, 2020. And then suddenly, boom, we can't see ahead at all. When the pandemic hit and lockdowns were happening, we have no idea where the light at the end of the tunnel is. Vaccine, wala. Now, we have that. We have some data to work with that can help us see the near or far future. At least the fog is lifting up. And that for me, as a leader of this organization, is super important. The frustration I felt not being able to see the next few months ahead was super, super bad. As an entrepreneur, I was maybe at one of my lowest points because I couldn't see. But this year, actually, you could, like, I don't know about you guys, but those of you who are listening, you're also entrepreneurs, you could see a lot farther. And kung sa stocks, alam mo na pag umangat konti yung green candle, pwedeng sumunod mas malaking green candle eh. So, parang for me, 2021 is the follow-up green candle eh. Kasi last year, there are companies that thrived. The economy didn't do as bad as we thought it would. And now that the fog is clearing up, we all have these opportunities. We've learned more. We were able to reflect, at least during the holiday season. I hope you guys were able to reflect. And I could see that this year might be a year of huge growth if you're still willing to roll the dice.
Ano ba yung green candle?
Ano sa negosyo mo?
Hopefully, maging okay.
Oo, kasi maraming negosyo maging e-commerce eh. So, malaki yung potential nung sa'yo.
Hopefully.
Ano yung green candle mo, Sean? Tesla ba yan? Dito ba yan? O Bitcoin ba yung sinasabi mong green candle?
Yung biggest win ko this year, Palantir.
Okay.
Palantir. 100%.
Sabi mo a few weeks ago, Okay.
Oh, pero nag-plateau na siya eh. Pero I feel like it's an early Google. Sorry, I'm not giving stock tips here or that I'm not the expert, but I love tech, and Palantir is a technology that can predict a terrorist act before it even happens. So for me, that is just crazy tech right there. And a lot of people don't understand that. So, which is, Google. A lot of people didn't understand. How will Google make money? How can search engines make money?
Sige, bibili na ako.
So,
Skynet yan. Skynet.
Oo.
Well, actually,
Kailangan bilhin yan.
medyo ganun yung dating niya eh. And the only reason, I have to say this kasi baka buhin si Carlo. The only reason why it's not Skynet.
Wala na tuloy. Sabi ako.
You will understand this. The only reason why it's not being able to consolidate all of that precious data is they have legal contracts with different military departments or contractors around the world na kung ano yung data nila, kanila lang yun. Hindi nila pwedeng i-absorb yun, kunin, i-manipulate, or i-share. Unlike si Facebook, Instagram, kanila yung, sila may-ari. Sila may-ari ng data natin. So, yung activity natin, pwede nilang i-analyze, pwede nilang i-benta sa advertisers. Sa Palantir, hindi siya ganun. Siloed yung data niya. And they can't consolidate and integrate it kasi baka maging Skynet nga yung mangyari. Di ba? For me, di ba? That's crazy eh. They have all of that data, CIA, US military. So, right now, it's $29, somewhere there, 27, 29. I think that is still super cheap.
So, isa pang Odyssey for 2021. Anyways,
Yay!
thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us. By the way, Carlo has...
Oy, si Jason pa!
Tapos na!
Tapos na.
Tapos na si Jason.
Tapos na ba?
Oh, tapos na si Jason. Carlo has 3 YouTube channels. Carlo Ople, Project 721, and Carlo Ople Watches. Link is in the description. Supportahan natin. Subscribe to them. Jason also has a podcast in Spotify and a YouTube channel, Jason Law. Subscribe also to Jason. Shansi also has a podcast in Spotify, The Leadership Stack, and also a YouTube channel. So, guys, subscribe to all of their channels and whatever they have to offer kasi for sure, quality content and value you'll get. To everyone watching this, I hope you guys learned a lot. And comment below if you're learning and comment, I love Carlo, I love Jason, I love Sean kung nag-enjoy kayo. Anyways, and I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon and God bless you all.
Oh yeah, of course, if you're talking about the stock market, I was very worried. But as always, I never do a knee-jerk trade. I'm always here for the long haul. So just held on to them, however big the drop in my value, my value, my asset value was during that time. So just held on. Of course, got spooked.
It was more of thinking of buy the dip and eventually think about if it fell below, if it continued, no? So that was eventually the challenge.